Hey everybody, welcome to the CoronaDiaries. I want to try to do some of these videos as we're all kind of stuck at home or we're stuck not working with the people we usually work with and just talk about some things that we're all dealing with. And today I want to talk about work from home because I think if you haven't worked from home and this is your first time kind of being forced home, there's a lot of things that are going to happen. When it first happened to me, the very first time I got a position where I was able to work from home, I wasn't forced to, but I was able to, and it took me a year to get used to it. I went from an office setting to working out of my house, and everything was just like, oh, like what am I supposed to do? And I was working all the time, and I think that's one of the things that you have to realize right away is that you have the ability to be so much more productive that the 40 hours you're spending in the office, you can probably get done in about 20 hours at home. And so if you start to try to work every single hour at home as that you are working in the office, you're going to burn yourself out within weeks because you will get so much more done. Again, assuming that you have the ability not to work with all the other outside influences at home, like children and pets and all of that stuff that's going on. If you have that going on, it's probably similar, right? Because you're going to be going in and out and crazy stuff, but you shouldn't think you should have to work more because you're also dealing with that. The work from home thing is just a total unique experience, and it really takes some time to get into that groove. The other thing that you can realize is that sometimes good and bad, you tend to start to work all kinds of crazy different hours. For me, when I first did that, I would walk by the office and the computer was on and I would see the screen and I would see somebody had messaged me and I would want to message them back, and all of a sudden it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm having email conversations or messaging conversations with a coworker that it's in a different time zone. And I was putting in so many more hours and it was kind of getting a little crazy, a little insane. And so, again, I didn't want to necessarily stop that, but I had to also adjust, right? Otherwise, you'll burn yourself out. So I felt, but it was hard for me to go and say, oh, I'm going to pick the kids up off the bus, or I'm going to go for a walk, and do some of those things and feel like I was stealing from the company. You really had to realize and put in context that no, I was getting so much more done, and I was also willing to work at different times and things of that sort. That it was okay that I had a cup of coffee in the morning and I went for a walk or I mowed the lawn or did stuff like that. It's one of the flexibilities and great things about working from home is that you can fit the work into your lifestyle a little bit better for many of us. So wanted to deal with that, wanted to talk about that because I think the work from home thing is so new for so many of us. I think the other piece that we need to get used to in this modern world, this digital world, is not to lose fact with a face-to-face. You can get really caught up in email and loss of you're assuming things that aren't really true. So quick to jump on a Skype call, a Zoom call, a WebEx call, whatever your system you're using, FaceTime, and have a face-to-face with somebody. In fact, I try when I was at work to home to have 3 or 4 of those set up a day with people I didn't normally kind of actually interact with on a daily basis, just to keep a normal kind of cadence with people that I could actually see face to face. Totally different conversation and seeing somebody face to face, and you'll get much more comfortable. Right now, you're gonna be looking at yourself, going, "Oh my gosh, I look like that for real," like oh, and you'll shy away from it. Just get comfortable. We all kind of, hey, this is how we are, and but it does add so much more. So I'm gonna keep trying to put these up. Corona Diaries from Tim, and hope you enjoy them. Leave your ideas and comments down below on your tips and tricks of working from home that work really well for you. Would love to hear them. The community would love to hear them and share them. So go ahead, do that down here, and we'll see you guys soon.